Shaboom, we're back.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Just us. It's barely a village. This is pretty much a known place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of... Over there, you can find more...
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in...
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder-block houses. The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now. Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys. Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Okay.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago.
300 years ago.
Then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
I don't know if it's just me, but the response I chose seems rude. Does it seem rude to you or no?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Not much. Where's the some things...
So...
No.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr... Why, I guess I will hurry. Aye, it just rolls off the tongue. I used to know a Harry. Strong lad, but dumb as a rock.
That's me.
He did too many narcotics. So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy. Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon.
Oh,
Nasty, nasty.
jeez. Oh, this is one of the ladies. Ha 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 ha.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Let me check my journal really quick. I guess I'll ask her to do it, why not?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the... Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board. She's right over there, the dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing. Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
Man, I'm making so much money in this town. Shoes. God damn. Hell yeah. I am dripped out right now. Maybe I should change my pants. Suffer for. Do I have any pants that... No. Okay, no good pants. Lame.
Hi, officer.
A sword?
Anything I can help you with?
That's cool as fuck.
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one. Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Why do I need a sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I use to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be?
I need a sword.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Is her husband dead?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
He's dead.
The harbor seawall endures the wash of the freezing waves. Many things wash up against it.
Harry, he's
and
dead.
onto the beaches of Rivershop. Some inanimate, some just no longer alive. You shudder.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
He died. Was he murdered?
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic
What
for
the
her.
heck was that?
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
No. Yeah, 3% gives presence makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet.
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Sounds quite romantic.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
A mine?
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Mines. Mines. You need mines.
Drugs are evil on this major narc.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch. Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture. I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, I
No.
just didn't
We have no
understand.
quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance. White sails.
Who are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the union building? What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that Evrart and the union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess union members have children too. Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
I got experience for that?
Evrart and his plan for the village. I guess it does sound nice enough. He has a pen and everything. Here you go. I shouldn't have. That's what I asked you. It's a youth centre and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because
I wish I could know
so
more
bored.
details on this youth center.
Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
This lady's cool, I like her. I don't know if I'm gonna do the check though. I kinda don't want to, but I kinda do because she's really cool. But I don't feel like it's something I would actually do. Also, I don't know if she's busy. She's got a lot on her plate. I don't believe she would want to go on a date with me. That's dumb.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. Lillian's not the only one who's too thirsty. I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
I agree, but this
She is
might
rich,
actually be good coming
but
from a
there's
bad
slight
guy.
hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Trust the tenant. That's it. Suggestion. Let me see what I have for suggestion. Anything? Chemistry, conceptualization, logic. -1 suggestion. Not a lot for suggestion. Do I have anything that's taking away from it currently? No. Doesn't look like it.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
It's really in her
Dang
best
it.
interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
These are all awful options, except for the first one.
I've heard that
It's
pitch
okay.
before plenty. Building this, building that, new jobs, new blood. Somehow the people here always end up holding the short end of the stick. And what do you think I'm doing right now, Mr. RCM?
Tastes like soap, unsurprisingly.
Do you know who takes the cream of these deals? Real estate developers, construction companies, restaurant owners, Claire's accountants in La Delta. Have some integrity. You're an officer of the law, not some fat slug's corrupt little crony.
It's okay. She's emotional right now. Keep at it. We're around. You know, there could be another way. You need to go someplace private and discreet, though. Like your shack. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth. The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
This portrait looks like that one meme, the Edwin mimic Five Nights at
You're
Freddy's
bad
thing.
with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
Okay. Who is this?
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same.
Lame.
Sometimes I can't tell them apart. They look identical. It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you replace the broken scooter you almost certainly broke.
I don't know. Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Am I allowed to
All right.
have this?
You just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
Oh, that's gonna
It's
be tough, isn't
Lammy.
it?
He's my friend. So, like,
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
And the fur is tattered in several parts.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy. Bye!
The precarious world. How not to lose. It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures. Pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
Give me his bird, brah. Give me his bird. Hell yeah. Oops,
Yes?
I didn't mean to talk to Kim. Whoops. I kind of want to go talk to Gart right now. What's this? When it snows, take a look at the map. How does one fast travel again? Haha. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the whirling for now. I wanted to pass time to get rid of that thought, so I will come back here later. I don't have any new thoughts to put in. I can unlock 2 spaces though. So point in suggestion. And then I'm saving my other for something else. I'm thinking Inland Empire, but we'll see. We will see indeed. Martinez. Back at the whirling, baby. What did that tip say? Need to do something besides Lieutenant Katsuragi's back? Guards, what's up?
Can I help you?
What is this thing? What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem. This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of '44. A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him.
No,
He
my
begins to
tape.
frown.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Oh, it's happening right
Having
now?
it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Do I have to stay at the Whirling to do karaoke tonight?
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Formidable? What? Not even close to ready yet. Formidable? Maybe I should put a point into drama. I have this for drama. Nothing else though. My drama is +4 right now. Okay, so wear this before I go on out there. But for now... Oh, whoops. I wanted to put on this shirt. Where's my tie? That looks correct.
The door is closed. There's still a dent in the vinyl where you punched it before.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
You could snoop around before going out. No, that's mean. Go.
This window is pristine, smooth as ice. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to
Looks like it, yes.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. You catch a single white flower between your fingers, The rest fly off into the wind.
Flower.
It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod. Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle. The revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sight. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War. Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Okay. I don't remember getting this.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young...
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will. It's much nicer now. Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Oh yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there. They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It's a karaoke stage downstairs.
Wow.
Is it going to tear it up? That would be
I
unprofessional.
assure you, he's not about to tear it up in any style. In fact, miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. No need to dilly-dally. She's tough. You'll sound like a namby-pamby.
Showing her the flower would be awful.
Clasier Amondu. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes. Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Sure, some money.
It's
I'm not gonna
very
money
cool,
spread on
but
her.
what can you do?
That would be rude.
The record. So official. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered. She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
I don't like the connotation of either of these options.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
We partied.
I genuinely
We
don't get
drank,
what she
sir.
means.
A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in the strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter. Bullet?
They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer. She's just tired. Don't push her too much. She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Wait a moment. She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now? Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bai, badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Kim, what are you thinking?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. The decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Hello, officer? What brings you up here again? Sure. The record. So fish. Yeah. It's pretty deluxe. I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol. Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4 months. Here in the Whirling, I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
She looks at you and nods.
I'm winter.
How long?
About here in the Whirling. I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing. It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Yeah? Alright. Not my favorite topic, but okay. I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
You may know.
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Serious.
You hear cracking in her shoulders.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
You get the feeling she might be.
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
You may know.
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette...
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here. Let me make this one...
You get the feeling she might be.
I'm 89% sure. You know.
You may know. There are new...
In conclusion, officer,
I'm sorry, miss, but we need a definite statement.
let me make...
Okay, so it all just leads back here.
Oh yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
That's some clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks. I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, you'd still be hanging there. How about we, you know, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Still 42%. Do I have anything for volition at all? Nope, nothing. Don't have anything taking away from volition either, so I guess we just gotta try it.
Hello, officer?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. Is that the one you caught?
Sudden change of
Sambal
topic.
style? Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. You are advised.
Persona?
There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Aranye Disco Dancer, you want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
What?
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Okay, so I can put a point into drama, volition, another into suggestion, or I can go inland empire. I'll leave the decision up to you because I'm gonna stop there. I don't even know if you'll get to this by the next time I play, but we'll see.